Sorry guys, my phone died, so I just have to hold it now with it charging. So, three favorite movies. Avengers Infinity War, phenomenal movie. Manchester by the Sea, very sad movie, but very well done. And I would go with gotta go with The Dark Knight. It was between The Dark Knight and Spider-Man 1. The original Spider-Man 1 with Tobey Maguire, the only real Spider-Man. Not the one where he goes emo though. That was weird. So I would say those three. Avengers Infinity War. Maybe Hacksaw Ridge. That might make the list too. Hacksaw Ridge is probably one of my favorites. Any news on next year? What's happening with school? No news. I think school is going to happen in September, whether it's a little bit online in the beginning, or we do meet in class and we have a bi-weekly schedule and, only half the students are in the school. I'm not sure. So no one really knows, and that depends if we go on another lockdown. If the numbers spike up again with the coronavirus, then we may unfortunately have to do this distance learning again in September. So, do I think Simpsons predict the future, or is it a coincidence? Age-old question. No doubt they predict the future. If it was like a handful of times, coincidence. They've been on air for like 30 years. Eventually, like, things are going to go overlap. But they have predicted like so many things. They have predicted dozens of things. And I just have to say, yeah, they're prophetic. They could definitely predict the future, no doubt. Were there times that your job as a teacher stressed you out? Yes. So there are a lot of situations where, you're walking a fine line with a student and, maybe their behavior's off and you want to encourage them to do better, but you also don't want to enable them to continue bad behavior. It's a really fine line to walk as a teacher. Teaching is more than being knowledgeable. You could know, everything there is to know about something, but to teach it and to pass it on to someone, it's really hard. So I don't know how well I do at that. I don't know how well I do at teaching sometimes, and it could be really stressful because of that. Also, you have a lot of different issues that happen at home with family. In any given 10 months, there's bound to be something negative that happens. So going to school every day and keeping your students before your emotions is difficult and it can be tough, but it's so rewarding. You guys, I see as an outlet to any troubles that may happen outside of school. I love my job and I love what I do. So it can be stressful though. You always want to be a good teacher. A lot weighs on it. It's your future, not my future. It's yours as students in my class. And I always want to do what's right by you. And I always want to help you out in the long run. So it's stressful, knowing that I have that opportunity to make an impact on your life. So definitely a serious responsibility that I take equally as serious. So do I have any siblings? Yeah, I have one brother. I also have a niece who just turned 11 years old. And I have a nephew who is 2. He's going to be turning 2 in October. What is your favorite dessert? My favorite dessert is cheesecake, probably. Or coffee ice cream with Hershey chocolate syrup. That's it. Chocolate ice cream with Hershey chocolate syrup. No doubt. All right, let's see. Would we have learned something during class if school wasn't closed? Yeah. We would have learned a little bit more about World War One. We would have went into more detail, kind of like we tackled the Civil War. We would have tackled World War One. We would have looked at the cause and effects. We would have looked at the details of the war, and we would have really, really got more engaged with the bulk of the war and the fighting. And I wanted to take it from the perspective looking at the war from the life of a soldier, of an American soldier, German soldier, British soldier, and I wanted to really tackle it from that angle. But unfortunately, with the way the things shaked out, we weren't really able to do that. So we definitely would have learned more about World War One. What grade would I never teach? Second grade. I don't know why, but they just like that age just sounds annoying. and I feel like I would probably like throw up all over myself after the first week. Like I feel like I'd be super overwhelmed and super nervous and not know what to do, and I'd curl up in a ball and the kids would just take control of the class. So probably second grade. If we ever go back onto the field, what team would hit an Astro player first? So whoever plays the Astros first. And what players are going to get hit? Pretty sure Altuve. You know, if I was a baseball player, I think Altuve would be the one to get it. He always, you know, kind of opens his mouth and talks on behalf of the Astros, so I guess he could represent them when they get hit. Why do we still have to do online work if we were not going back to school until next year? The reason for the online work was so that we don't have to make up days. So if we did work online, then the school year still counts. But if we didn't do work online, we would have to make up this school year. And that would mean going to school in like July. So that wouldn't be cool. You would have to go to school from July all the way to June. So that's the reason why we had to do online learning, so that we can count those days as school days. Are you planning on having a child? I am planning on having a child. Would you repeat this year with remote learning and all? Of course. I would repeat everything that happened because I got to meet you guys, and, you know, that was a huge gift, and I'm really thankful for that opportunity. So, yes, I would definitely repeat this year. 2 favorite childhood memories. 1 childhood memory, I almost died on a cinder block. Corner of my ear is split open, and I still have a scar from it. So that's 1 childhood memory. I don't know if it's my favorite, but I remember it. Another childhood memory would probably be I was finally old enough to go on the Superman ride at Six Flags. And I remember, like, I went on, and then as soon as I came off, I essentially just threw up all over my dad's shoes. So that was a pretty cool memory. That was pretty funny. Since summer is about to be here, what are you going to do in the house with all of your free time? So first thing is I'm going to get out of the house. You know, coronavirus is, there are a lot less restrictions on being outside. So I'm going to get out. I'm probably going to play some softball. My softball leagues are going to be starting up. I'm going to be working. I'm going to be doing some projects around the house. I'm going to be spending a lot of time with my wife, going to be going to the beach, going to be spending time with family. I think if you stay inside the house all day, you lock yourself in for months on end, you know, it's going to affect you mentally, and it's also going to affect your health as well. So I feel like I'm going to get out, I'm going to enjoy outside, I'm going to enjoy the summer, and I'm going to do it safely, and I'm going to do, you know, everything that I can to have a normal summer. How is online teaching for you? So it was really stressful, but I can't say that it was great. Like, I didn't enjoy it because I didn't get to see you guys. But it was, again, it was a joy to see you guys take responsibility of your learning, and you guys are really teaching yourself a lot of material. And ultimately, as a teacher, I'd like to teach you the skills to teach yourself. So that was cool to see. How did quarantine go for you? Have you been outside, enjoyed the nice weather? Yep, I've been outside. I've been playing, you know, softball. I've been playing baseball, wiffle ball. I went to the beach the other day, so I'm a little bit tan. And my wife and I don't really hang out in big groups to be safe, but we still go out and we still spend time outside, and we go for walks, and we love hiking. We take Morton for a walk over there. And we also go to my wife's family's house, and me, Megan, my wife, her mom, her dad, and her 2 brothers gather around a fire, and we spend some time roasting hot dogs on a fire and just hanging out and making s'mores every now and then. So about once a week we do that with her family. If you could name one, what movie would you recommend? I need more movies to watch. Oh, man. You know what? I would recommend Manchester by the Sea. It's a movie that not a lot of people saw. It's an independent movie, and it's a pretty sad movie, but, you know, I think it's a pretty good movie. So I checked that one out, Manchester by the Sea. It's really well written and it has really good writing. How Hacksaw Ridge, if you haven't seen it, it's a really good movie, and it's a historical movie based on a true story. So, I think that's all the questions. Yep, that's all the questions. So Morton's gonna sign you off. You want to say bye, Mort? Sit, Mort. Sit. Not that good of a teacher. So, I want to thank you guys if you hung in there for these 2 videos. I missed you guys, and I wish you all the best, and I can't wait to hopefully see you in the future. When we're at main campus, and I see you in the hallway, I'm gonna embarrass you like an embarrassing dad. I'll get you. I got those corny dad jokes, but I do miss you, and I'm proud of each and every one of you. You guys are awesome students, amazing, and I really cherish my time with you all. So is Morton. I wish I could bring him in for you guys. But on a serious note, I really do cherish my time with you. And it was a gift seeing every single one of you and meeting you all, getting to know you, and being your teacher. And I just want to encourage you to grow. I want to encourage you to continue to do better and to do more than what you've ever done in your past. If I was to think at my age, being a teacher and doing everything that I'm doing, a coach and whatever, I got married, I have a house, no big deal, right? If I was to think I'm perfect, if I was to think I have everything together, if I was to think that I have no lessons to learn in life, just because I have a house, just because I'm married, just because I, went to school, just because I'm, about to be 29 years old in December, I would be a fool to think that I'm perfect how I am. We always have life lessons. We always have things that we need to learn. And I want to encourage you to learn. Continue to learn. Make that your hobby. Just continue to learn. Get to know more about whatever's going on with other people in your life. Get to know more about people. Get to know more about history. Get to know more about English, about math. Get to know more about all the things that are around you so that you could better understand who you are. And I want to encourage you in that. Continue to grow. Continue to ask questions. Continue to be curious. Continue to dive deeper. Continue to research. Continue to come to your own conclusions. Continue to be kind. Continue to be loving. Continue to be compassionate and caring, because you're going to make a huge impact on someone if you continue in those ways. I want to encourage you and send you off with, great hopes for your future. Every single one of you are capable of doing great things. Every single one of you. You have a tremendous value to you. And I want to encourage you to live life to its fullest and to do good unto others. And I want to encourage you guys to enjoy your life. I want to encourage you guys to make the most out of every day. Today is June 17th, 2020. There might be another June 17th, 2021, 22, whatever. But there will never be another June 17th, 2020. What did you do to make the most of it? I want to encourage you with that. Take care. Be great. Be awesome. Be all that you could be. Because there's tremendous value to who you are. Take care, guys.